lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my channel, lovelies. Today I'll be continuing the series on natal chart analysis, and today I'll be doing one on Toni Braxton. I will be speaking on her personality traits, her characteristic traits, and I will be speaking on how a lot of her natal chart placements have led to a lot of the success she's endured. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is the time to do so. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Also, please hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. Also, please share this video with everyone you know, whether it's your friends, your family members, anyone in general who is a fan of Toni Braxton or who really loves natal chart analysis. Now let's go right into the video. Toni Braxton was born on October 7th, 1967, so this qualifies her to be a Libra. And with this placement, she tends to be a very graceful person. She's also very magnetic, so people just love to be drawn towards her. She's also known for being very social and very charming. Also, with having this placement, she's someone who loves balance. She's someone who loves harmony, so she wants everyone to get along around her. And balance is also something she may like because she wants everyone to be treated equally. She's someone who has a sense of beauty and proportion, and she is one beautiful lady. And she's also someone who's very tactful. And if you look at her show that she used to have with her family, you would see that she's a very tactful person, and she tried to keep the harmony and the balance within the family. So this really does describe her. Next up is her moon in Sagittarius. And with this placement, she is very incredibly social. She's also charismatic, and she's constantly looking to expand her knowledge. She's not afraid to change and openly embrace adventure. She may at times find it hard to accept that she's not always right. And she also is someone who's very confident, very committed. She loves long-term planning. She loves making decisions. She works on life goals and desires, and that's something that she really does do. Toni Braxton is always working. She loves to bring things to light. And she's also someone who just loves to have fun, loves to have adventure. She's someone who's very energetic, optimistic. She has a good sense of humor. She's very honest. She's a freedom lover. She's carefree and open-minded and a go-getter. Up next is her Mercury in Scorpio. And with this placement, she does have a magnetic voice. She has conversations that are very transformative. She has intense expressions, and she's someone who loves to communicate, but sometimes the communication may not be the best. And it makes sense because it is a water Mercury, and sometimes water Mercuries do have a difficult way of communicating. She's born an investigator, and she's very fascinated by secrets and mysteries and unanswered questions of any kind. At times she can be very upset or angry, but this is done because, it's a water sign, and anyone with a water sign with this placement, they tend to have a lot of emotions. But she does have a good sense of humor, and she's just a fun person to be around and to have intuition. Next up is her Venus in Virgo. And with this placement, she is willing to work and dedicate herself to her relationship. She may be sensitive, but she's not insecure or a reserved loner. She is someone who may at times will not make the first move. She's a great listener, and she loves to analyze her partner. She always tries to be helpful, and she needs to be appreciated for all the things that she does. She's also the type of person who will not jump into a relationship easily. She's not someone who's very romantic, but she is easy to please and make happy. She's not about the mind games. She wants you to be straight up with her and honest with her. And she does not like to be superficial or very boasting. So by her having a Venus in Virgo, she's very practical and knowledgeable as well. Next up is her Mars in Sagittarius. She's someone who's very inspiring, and she's someone who's very honest, and she tends to have a buoyant energy, so she's always like up and about. She loves to have fun. She has a visionary drive, so she loves to see the future. She loves to see things that are about to come, and she not only wants to look at things that are at the moment. She's someone who has an adventurous impulse as well, so she loves to do things, impulsively, but in an adventurous way. She's someone who's very outspoken, and she has an expansive ambition, so anything that she wants to do, she's going to do it. She's very passionate about philosophy, and she wants to learn more about different things. She's also someone who's going to be assertive, so you're going to know how she feels, and she's going to make sure that she accomplishes her goals in an assertive way. Next up is her Jupiter in Leo, and with this placement, it makes so much sense why she is so popular, because with this placement she tends to have a lot of confidence and popularity. So Toni Braxton, she is a very confident person, and this has to do a lot with a lot of the placement she has. She has a lot of popularity, and she is known around the world, so this makes so much sense. She's someone who has an abundance of energy that keeps her on the go at all times. So her having a lot of energy makes a lot of sense. She's also the luckiest when she is in the lead and is working with others. And she's also someone who's always surrounded by her family, friends, and luck flows more effortlessly. And this makes so much sense because Toni Braxton has been around her whole family her whole life in regards to her career, and a lot of the success she has garnered is with her family and her friends. Next up is her Saturn in Aries. With this placement, she tends to be someone who's very diligent and modest. And she's someone who is very independent, and she may at times be aloof, but the independence is always there. She mainly has a fear that others may restrict her and inhibit her. And she feels like that can govern her life by her own standards because she wants to do what she wants to do. And this can happen at times. If you look at Toni Braxton's show, The Braxton Family Values with her family, she does talk about how sometimes her family did inhibit on a lot of the things that she wanted to do. And even though, like her previous placement, a lot of her success did come with her family, but she also did go solo and she just skyrocketed. But she always makes sure that she has her independence. And that's a good thing because this placement really describes that. Next up is her Uranus in Virgo, and with this placement she has amazing intuition, and by also having this placement she's able to assess the situation and move ahead in the right direction. So the intuition is very important because Toni Braxton, would be able to make decisions based off of her intuition, so she knows which thing to go into and which things not to go into, which business deal she should accept and which one she should not accept. She and all of her peers will be known for the degree of intensity which she dislikes normal everyday routines and chores. She will go out of her way to invent innovative, unique, and time-saving ways to perform various routines and duties of life. She's someone who is very practical and useful, and she is the type of person who loves an exciting life. She just loves doing things that are very fun. Next up is her Neptune in Scorpio, and with this placement, she is one of the rare signs that find more pleasure and inspiration from the darkest of places. And even though some people may not like this placement, but it's actually a great one because you're able to look at things from a different point of view and find inspiration from a place that other people may not. So she and her entire generation is extremely interested in anything deep and mysterious. She will explore and idealize the benefits that can come from any type of study, so from healing and to psychology, which probably previous generations before her probably did not really care for, like going to therapy or psychology. They probably were like, oh no, just, it is what it is. But that generation, Neptune and Scorpio, tend to want to look into psychology and healing. And she may be someone who loves to do things that other people may not want to do as well. Since Toni Braxton was born between 1957 and 1972, she is a part of Generation X. So with this placement, she tends to have perfection and down-to-earth attitude. And that is something that Toni Braxton is. If you really watch her and listen to her, you do see that she does have a down-to-earth attitude. She's also someone who's very hardworking and very self-improving. She's skilled. And she's someone who desires to make sure that environmental issues and technology issues are really thought and done. She's also someone who is quite adept at helping others and offering the practical care necessary to improve anyone's status. And if you do look at Toni's life, you do see that she was able to do this with her family. She was able to improve everyone's status around her and make sure that they were stars just like her. And this really does describe her. Next up is her North Node in Aries. And with this placement, she will need to accomplish or go through these in order for her life mission to be accomplished. So first things first, she will need to have independence, self-awareness, trusting one's impulses, being courageous, being constructive in her self-interest, being self-nurturing, moderation in giving. She will also need to be bold and an assertive initiator. She will need to use her energy and courage to inspire change. She will need to identify with the warrior within, assert her self-will to overcome challenges, take risk and don't be afraid to speak her mind, be the pioneering spirit of her generation, and not be concerned with what other people think or what they want. Last but not least is her Chiron in Pisces, and with this placement, she has the womb related to individuals' sense of faith in themselves and in humanity. She may be an individual who will naturally feel as though she's not treated well and betrayed from the moment she gains a realization. She sees the world in a way that is unfair in regards to how they treat people. She's also someone who has a lack of trust in religion or spirituality because she feels as though if they exist, then why would this happen? And sometimes she would just not be able to endure a lot of things because she's like, wow, like this world is so cruel. But she has to realize that not everyone in this world is as cruel as some people may be. And even though it's understandable because this world can be very hard, she needs to learn and to be able to heal and realize that even though we're going to have difficult situations in life, not everyone's like this, and she should try her best to be the best person she can be in this world. Now that's all I have for you lovelies today in regards to Toni Braxton's natal chart. Please let me know down below, did you get to learn more about her? Did you get a better understanding as to who she is as a person? Also, please let me know down below who else you guys would want me to do a natal chart analysis on. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. Also hit that like button and also hit that share button and share with everyone you know. Last but not least, please make sure you follow me on all of my social media accounts from Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit, and as well as TikTok. And they're all under Abbie Dagrin, and my Snapchat is Abbie Dagrin 88. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, lovelies.